so we are on our way to take Wyatt to a doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment. Our doctor is a long ways away from us. Like, when you find a pediatrician you like, you just gotta stick with them. And I really like this group. Ava's gone there ever since she was like 5 weeks old. So I'm just like, I wanna stick with them. But unfortunately, they keep moving further and further away from us as the years have passed. It's such a headache finding insurance because that went to them this year, because I was just like, I'm not losing them. We've been with them for 10 years now. I'm not losing them. So anyways, we're gonna take Wyatt to his doctor's appointment. John took the day off to join us because there's just stuff we need to talk to the doctor about before Wyatt starts school, because he's starting all-day school next year. I enrolled him and re-enrolled Ava a few days ago, and it's just so weird, like, thinking about it just being me and Kaya 3 days a week, because, well, 2 days a week I'll still be nannying, so it'll just be me and her the other 3 days. So craziness. Supposed to be in the 60s though this weekend for John's birthday. He will be 40 on Saturday. My mom is gonna watch the kids for us. They're gonna take them from Saturday morning to Sunday, like, lunchtime afternoon, so I'm excited about that. So John and I are trying to plan a low-cost birthday, some type of birthday date. I don't know what it will be yet. I am slowly de-stressing about our whole entire situation. Now that, like, things are settling down and kind of I'm taking some deep breaths, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna try to relax and stuff, because the stress is really, like, irritating my TMJ to no end. Like, my ear has been hurting for like 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna take deep breaths, do my yoga, relax, and just let it be, so to speak. But, oh, you know what I was gonna ask you guys? So, am I the only one? I know I'm not the only one, because everybody goes through the phase of trying to fit back into skinny jeans, but am I the only one who regularly does the crab dance to get into their pants? And if so, do you ever feel like you need to go up a size in jeans, or do you just continue crab dancing into your pants? And by crab dancing, I mean where you're squatting and trying to pull up your pants. All of my pants fit me in the waist, but they're a little bit tight in the thighs, and I just have to, like, yank them up and do a rain dance throughout my bedroom to get them up. And John called it my crab dance, and it does kind of look like a crab dance. But if I move up a size, I've tried to move up a size to fit them over my thighs, but then they don't fit me in the waist, and then they fall down my butt, and then people, you know, see my underwear and all that when I bend over. So I'm just frustrated. I'm just wondering, does anybody else has this issue? Because they loosen up after a while, of course, because they're jeans, but it's just, like, so infuriating, and it makes me feel like I'm trying to, like, stuff a sausage. It's like, should I move up a size or what? Like, I don't know. Or is that just a normal regimen for most people? Because every day, that's what I struggle with, is trying to get into my jeans. Just over the thighs, that's it. The waist is fine. They're perfectly fine on the waist. Since I've gained weight from my depot, I've gone up a half size in my chest size and my waist. So it's kind of frustrating because, of course, you guys know, bras, shirts, everything is measured in whole sizes. So, like, my chest, I'm a 33.5. My waist, I'm a 25.5. Like, so I'm right in the middle, and I don't know which direction to go sometimes, smaller or bigger. And it's just, anyways, first world problems.
Up off the floor, Kaya.
You ickies, up off the floor. Mama's gonna sanitize your hands. Come here.
Sanitizer.
Come here, sweetie. Come here, please. Stand up.
Kaya,
Kaya, stand up.
Mommy, do I have to take my socks off?
We successfully... Okay, so Wyatt had a wart on his thumb. Which I feel like the word wart is so, like, oh, gross. But it's just a virus, which we think he might have gotten it from gymnastics because it didn't appear until after his second class. And what it is, which I never knew this until I did research on it, is it's a virus that it's really kids who like pick or bite at their cuticles are prone to it because it makes little cuts, and then it makes it easy for the virus to get into your system. So they're contagious, but only if you have like an open cut or something, or if like I don't know how it exactly works, but basically none of us have gotten one, knock on wood, but we don't, whatever. The doctor didn't seem frightened or whatever. I had one on my foot from soccer from when I was a teenager, and I had it frozen off, but basically that's what he had. He's not, I feel like people treat people with warts like a leper, but I guess they're really common with little kids. So his was getting bigger, and it was on his thumb right here, and it was very noticeable, and I just didn't want people thinking weird things about him or him being self-conscious about it. And also he was like picking at it, so we took him to the doctor, and they were gonna freeze it off, but luckily they found this topical. They had this medicine that basically does the same thing as freezing it off, but it's not painful, which, because it hurts to get them frozen off, trust me. But so he's got like a nice little thing around his thumb, and it should fall off in the next like day or two. So I'm really happy that we got it taken care of, because I just didn't want it to get worse, or you know. Yep, it's got tape and a banding on it. But so we got that done. We went to Once Upon a Child. I was going there to look for shorts and stuff for Wyatt for gymnastics, on top of like t-shirts and stuff for the kids, because it's getting warmer out. I don't know what it is, maybe it's just ours, but the prices are not any better than buying brand new stuff at Old Navy on sale. Like there was a Jumping Beans pair of shorts in 4T, because Wyatt's still really skinny, even though he fits into 5 t-shirts. He's like a twig. So anyways, so there are 4T Jumping Beans shorts, which Jumping Beans is a brand that I believe, I don't know if they sell them at JCPenney too, but I know they sell them at Kohl's, and it's kind of like a lower end affordable clothing. It's good quality, but you can buy the same shorts, like I've seen them at Kohl's, for like $7, and then you have a 40% off coupon that makes it less than $6. Like these,
I think they only give you 30% off coupons.
Oh yeah, 30, sorry, not 40%, but still, like I'm not gonna pay $6.
Then you have to use your Kohl's card.
You have to, yeah, but still, I'm not gonna spend $6 on used Jumping Bean shorts when I know I can get them brand new for cheaper at Kohl's. Like, I guess that's like all of their shorts were $6 or $7, and I'm thinking you can buy that at like Old Navy during their big sales, or again at Kohl's for cheaper during the off season, or with good coupons. Like it just didn't make sense, so we didn't buy anything there. And then I went to go look for Ava for running stuff, because she started cross country, and they didn't have anything, they didn't have any summer stuff out for her yet. So I don't know, I just feel like Once Upon a Child is way overpriced for what they're selling. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to not prove my point, but I guess prove my point. I do want to prove my point, because I'm sorry, these resale shops, I feel like, take advantage of people. But look, so I'm on Kohl's website, and it says Jumping Beans mix and match coordinates. These are the same exact shorts. Where are they? These right here are the same exact shorts that they were trying to sell for $6. It's on sale for $5.99 brand new. Again, I don't get it. All right, so we're in Macy's. Shorts, $5.99. They're Champion too, like their name brand. That just drives me nuts. So yeah, Once Upon a Child, definitely not cheaper. Done at the mall. We basically came here because, so we thought Wyatt was gonna have to have his wart frozen off. The doctor made it seem like it was gonna have to be frozen off because she didn't know if they had any more of the chemical medicine or whatever it was in the office, but she ended up finding some. But during that like 15-minute lull where she was out of the office, Wyatt was like freaking out about getting it frozen off. So, well, John and I were like, well, we'll go get you a treat afterwards if you like do well and like are a good boy, and like, you know, if you stay strong and all that. Well, you know, they ended up having the chemical stuff, so it didn't hurt, but he didn't really associate, he didn't understand. He was like, well, you said I could get a treat if I held still and all that. So I had $30 plus a $10 rewards at Build-A-Bear, because they had a deal last time when we went that you could buy gift cards for half the price. Like if you paid $15, you could get $30 gift cards. So we decided to take them to Build-A-Bear, because that way we wouldn't spend any actual money. We would just use the gift cards that we had bought, you know, for instances like this. So that was at the mall. So we went there, and like I said, I stopped at Macy's and I showed you guys that those Champion shorts, $5.99 on sale. $5.99. Again, the Jumping Beans ones used, which they looked super used at Once Upon a Child, $6. So I bought a gray pair and a black pair, so that should be good for gymnastics, and I'm so happy that I found some. But again, I'm not gonna complain anymore about Once Upon a Child, but it just seems silly to me that they can overprice so much. Like, I remember that's why I stopped shopping there, actually, was because they ripped me off on some baby stuff that I sold to them that was like hardly used, and like turned around and tried selling it for like $78 after they gave me like $15 for it. So I'm not a huge fan of Once Upon a Child. When we went in Chicago, when I went with Lisa, yes, it was a good deal, but that's because they were having like this blowout sale of 75% off. But in regards to just going there every day, it's not a good deal. And I just proved that by buying brand new shorts of better quality for cheaper than their used shorts. So I don't know. I feel like they just take advantage of moms that are just like, oh, well, it's used, so it's gonna be cheaper. That's not always the case. We're home. I just put Kai down for a nap, and Wyatt went with John to go pick up Ava from school. And I just wanted to show you guys real quick something that I've been working on. If you guys are interested, I've shared it on my social network, so I'm sorry if this seems like I'm repeating stuff, but I know not all of you guys follow me on Instagram and Facebook. So basically, this company called Teespring, which is basically a place where you can create shirts for like fundraisers or your company or for anything. You can basically just create shirts. And I've always wanted to, there's like, you know how like you have something in your head and you're like, man, I wish I could find that on a shirt, but then you can never find one that you like. Well, so I thought that this would be a good chance for me to kind of do that. So when they approached me and talked to me about this, I thought it was kind of cool. So the way that they approached me was a way to brand myself. Well, Kelly is not a brand. Kelly is just a person. So what I did was the shirts that I created to sell are basically just things that are my point of view or my opinions or things that I just, again, wanted to see on a t-shirt so that I could have one. So this is what my storefront looks like. I'll leave a link to it below, but it's basically teespring.com/store/babybellykelli. But again, I'll leave a link underneath, and these are the 3 shirts that I designed. So the first one is this one, and it says I love my Hapa. They're all printed on American Apparel crew t-shirts because American Apparel is like my favorite t-shirt brand. And so this is what it looks like, and again, it just says I love my Hapa on it. And I just liked the colors and stuff. The word Hapa means, well, in California, it's kind of turned into the meaning of anybody who's mixed with a type of Asian descent, but it's a Hawaiian word for basically mixed race. So for me, I like to call my little babies my Hapas because they're part Korean and part Polish, was Ava, and then my 2 others are part Korean, part Norwegian, and German and Irish and all of that. So I really wanted a shirt that just kind of like, you know, celebrated mixed babies, so to speak, because that's what my kids are. So there's that shirt, and that's what the front looks like, and the back is really plain. It just says Babybellykelli up at the top in small letters. Again, I'm not a brand. I mean, all the power to those YouTubers who come out with shirts that just say like their names or their channels on the front of them, but nobody wants to wear a shirt that says Babybellykelli on the front. I mean, come on now. So, again, I just wanted to make shirts that, like, were actually wearable, you know? And so the other one, which this is my favorite shirt out of all of them, this one, and it's basically, I named it Equality for Love, and it says Love is Love, and it's in the shape of an L, as you can see. Again, this is printed on American Apparel t-shirt as well. And the back has a big equal sign on the back in white, and then again, it says Babybellykelli really small up top. But I just really loved this, like, I love the saying love is love. As you guys know, I hashtag that all the time in my videos, and you know what, it doesn't matter what gender or race you are, like, just love is love, you know. John and I obviously are a biracial couple, which where he used to live, people would stare at us, and that in our age difference, like, people judge us, and it's just like, we love each other. So that's kind of what this shirt is. Like, I don't, you know, you can take it as whatever meaning as you want, but I just feel like there should be equality when it comes to love, you know. There's not when it comes to government and society, but when it comes to love, like, there just should be. So it's my favorite shirt. I really like it. I like the way it turned out. I like the way it looks. The color, of course, is teal, which is my power color. And again, it's in a really comfortable t-shirt because I love American Apparel. And again, the back is an equal sign because I love what an equal sign stands for. It just stands for equality for whatever, for, you know, women and men and children and different races and genders and just all sorts of things. So that's the back. And then it's, you know, of course I like equal signs, so I have one on my wrist tattooed. But anyway, so that's the Equality for Love t-shirt. And again, all these t-shirts are $18, and then shipping for us was $3.45, so it's pretty reasonable. And then the last one is this one in gray, and this one's kind of funny. I don't know. This one I just thought, I don't know, it's called Parenting in Today's Society, and it says, "This is not me asking for parenting advice." It's just one of those kind of snarky shirts that I thought would be kind of funny, but Anyway, so there's that one, and this one is plain as well, and it just says Babybellykelli really small up at the top, because again, I'm not a brand, yeah, so it just says that they're my shirts, basically, but not like, hello, Babybellykelli. So there you go. So there are the 3 shirts. Again, they're on sale for $18 at this store. I'll leave links to them below. How Teespring works is that you basically run a campaign for that shirt or your shirt for a certain amount of time. So like for the Love is Love t-shirt, you have 20 days to purchase them. And then after the 20 days is up, the campaign is up, they will ship all of those out. So I think that makes it like the first week in April, they'll start shipping the shirts out. I Love My Hapa has 21 days remaining on it, and that This Is Not Me Asking for Parenting Advice t-shirt has 6 days remaining on it. I will possibly come out with more shirts and stuff if you guys like these and, you know, whatever comes to mind. But again, like, this is all I could think of. I understand, like, I don't know. I'm not a brander. So I just liked these shirts, and I thought that they were a little bit of a piece of me, and yeah. So if you want to purchase them, again, I'll leave the links below, but I don't know, it's no sweat off my back, but I just thought it was neat, and I appreciate Teespring, you know, reaching out to me. So I'm excited to get my shirts. I got the Love is Love one and the I Love My Hapa one, and John got an I Love My Hapa one, so we're pretty excited. It's a fun thing to be able to do. So anyways, that was long. That was a long, long, long story.